Hello, Barry. It's Heather Hansen with Rate Deal and sponsored by Rock Capital Investments. And I'm with Sylvia Parks. Sylvia Parks is our local pampered chef expert, and she does Indian plates as well. So, Sylvia, welcome to Community Chat. And I'd love to hear about how people can really enjoy your experiences through Pampered Chef.
Well, thank you so much for having me. I truly appreciate the reach out. Yeah, a great question. So, Pampered Chef has been around for over 40 years, and I started my journey with them just going into 13 years ago. And at the time, I didn't really know a lot about Pampered Chef, but I hosted a party because back in the day, we had those in-home parties.
Right.
And the consultant at the time had mentioned the business opportunity, and I was a stay-at-home mom. So at the time I was like stay-at-home mom, the kids were 10 and 12, and I thought it might be time to kind of get out of the house and enjoy a little bit about, getting out of the house, getting away from the kids, right? And I decided to give this business a try. And 13 years later, I am here offering people wonderful recipe ideas, help them get out of their recipe ruts, 30-minute meals to get your dinners done fast using our great products, because our products make everyday cooking easier, prep time cut in half, and the food tastier. So that's my kind of goal, to help people with mealtime. And I love to cook, and I never admitted that. I have to say, it was really funny because people go, "You're so good at that." I go, "Really?" Like, it took me a while to really admit that I loved Pampered Chef, or love to cook. I mean,
Using Pampered Chef.
Using Pampered Chef, yes. And they honestly, their tools are amazing because I have experienced lots of different kitchens, and I've been in lots of different homes, seeing what people have, and even in professional commercial kitchens for working with other companies for cooking, I see the products aren't that great. So I'm a little spoiled for sure. So.
Well, that's awesome. Now, I know that some of your cooking, you actually do authentic Indian cooking, and you like to share that with people. I believe that you have an actual spice holder that's Pampered Chef. Is that right? That you have filled up? Is that, or am I wrong there?
No, so it's actually not. So what I've done is, around 5 or 6 years ago, I opened up my own business called Indian Plates. So I was working with Pampered Chef because Pampered Chef is a business you can do as a side hustle, part-time, full-time. And I was doing it more part-time, full-time in between there at the time. And I decided to open up my own business, my own company called Indian Plates. And I come into your home and I teach authentic East Indian cooking. And it's about a 2-hour interactive cooking class. And what's great is I make my own spices and I bring them into the home. So it's not a Pampered Chef actual, it's called a thali. And this is it here. And it's homemade spices that I have ground up. There's 13 different spices that I put into a spice called garam masala, which is the spice we use in the north, because I'm from New Delhi. And so here's the spices, if you can see. And I sell these thalis. Thalis means tin, or you can call it dabba, which means box. And yeah, so these are the spices that people are if they'd like to purchase them, they can. So this is available for purchase, and people love it. So what I did do, Heather, is I married my two businesses with my Pampered Chef cooking background, my university. I was actually in hospitality tourism and actually opened a restaurant, so I have the background in education too. I married that with my Indian cooking plates. So what I did was I used the products to prepare the meal for our Indian cooking, and it would be like 7 to 9 dishes in 2 hours, and then we'd all sit down and enjoy the meal together. So that actually, unfortunately, had to slow down with the world today. So I always was with Pampered Chef, and I thought, you know what, online is becoming so popular, and people were loving the online parties. So I actually had to pivot my business and slow down a little bit with the Indian cooking classes and offer the online experience with Pampered Chef. So that's what I end up doing. But I also sell the samosas still. So locally to Barrie, I have people regularly coming up, picking up the samosas.
Curbside pickup, I assume.
Yeah, of course. And then the spices, they'll call me up if they need refills. Oh, I need some garam masala, paprika, because there's different paprikas out there in the world. So I have the one that suits the Indian cooking, right? Because my spices are all suitable for preparing a wonderful, authentic East Indian meal.
So most people who know me know that I don't like kitchens. and that I
Okay.
don't like to cook. So I would like to just hire Sylvia to just cook every night for me. But that's not a feasible situation right now. Maybe in another world or another day that might happen. Curbside pickup sounds really great for me. Now, can I pick up your spices that might actually help me enjoy making food more?
Yes, absolutely. So you totally can. I sell the spice tin, as I said. Of course, again, because I've got the two different businesses, Pampered Chef, we actually have a pantry line. So we have something called Taste Buds. Actually, I do have something to mention. Taste Buds is basically a new product from Pampered Chef. And what they do, Heather, especially for you and other people that don't like to cook, is it's a subscription that comes to your house, and it's 3 spices and recipes that come to your home monthly. And then you can kind of put together the meal, and you have all the correct spices. And it's a new thing we call Taste Buds. So that might be helpful because people are like, what's for dinner? I'm trying to solve the what's for dinner question, because don't we think of that every day? Kids, what's for dinner, mom? You know, everyone's always asking. So yes, so that Taste Buds helps.
Husbands?
Husbands, what's for dinner? So then we have those amazing products like the quick cooker, which is, you know, AKA the Instant Pot that can, I just like, honestly, the other day I did a video. I do a lot of cooking demos online. So if you are just wanting to do one of my virtual classes or online show experiences, I will pop in there. I'll do a little video. I'll show what I'm cooking in my kitchen. Very, very natural, what I'm normally going to feed my family. And yeah, I put frozen chicken in that quick cooker. And then I added some broth, a can of tomatoes, a bunch of veggies that are just in your fridge, whatever's in your crisper going bad. I hit it to stew, and in 15 minutes, dinner was done.
Wow. Yeah,
And I love,
that definitely
yeah,
is up my alley. 15 minutes, dinner is done. I didn't have to do anything. It's
yes,
like
yeah,
how I make chili, right? It's like, oh, what do we
yeah,
want for dinner? I don't know. Throw everything from the fridge in the crock pot and it's dinner is
yeah.
chili.
Yes, and then we have a cooking blender. So then if you want to take it further, we have a blender that cooks soup from scratch, homemade jam, homemade milk, homemade peanut butter, 5 minutes done. So, oh, and it actually makes dough. So today I'm going to go on after this and I'm going to do a demo with making just flour, yogurt, and some baking powder and baking soda, a little bit of salt, throw it in the blender, and I'm going to have a homemade dough that I'm going to take out and make a homemade flatbread with. When it's easy, so stuff like that is easy. And I'm not a baker. I don't love to bake. And I made cinnamon buns using that
Oh,
homemade dough in my
did,
air fryer. In
did you
like,
need any taste testers for that?
well, my kids had that down in seconds. It was gone. And they're like, Mom, you baked? I'm like, so it makes the Pampered Chef makes the people that are non-bakers, bakers, the non-cooks, cookers, right? You know, so it's kind of really interesting how the product does the work for you. You just have to have that little bit of knowledge where we come into place, or myself, you know, for Pampered Chef to help, you know, yes, you can go to any store and pick up a food chopper, but does anyone show you how to use it? So that's where Pampered Chef comes in with the service end, and we show you how to use it. Back in the day, coming to your home. These days, we're not doing that so much. So the videos show, you know, how to use our products. So that's where the service part comes in.
Oh
We
yeah,
kind of want to
and
help people with service, with solutions, more than just telling
absolutely.
you a
And
food
your
shop. Like,
videos are great. Your videos are great. I've
oh,
watched lots of them. I keep trying to get inspired to want to be in that kitchen, but you know,
thank you. Yeah, you know what? And it's not for everybody, but this is what I'm saying with people that don't love to cook. I love to be with someone like yourself because I want to show you some really quick tips in the kitchen, like whole chicken, 29 minutes done, 2 chicken breasts, 8 minutes done, because you have to have the right rock crock pot.
right.
It's mind blowing and pasta, 16 minutes done. When you have a few little things, so I love to teach no recipe recipes. That
Yes,
makes sense. So that
absolutely.
Monday to Thursday, you're not going to look up recipes. So that's where I come in. If I can sit down with you or talk to you or have a party with you or show, I'll teach you these, you know, 5 to 10 things that will make your life so much easier in the kitchen. Your kids will be happy, and you know, they'll be well fed and healthy too.
That's
Very
awesome.
important.
I love the spice idea because I think that just opens up an entire different world
Mhm.
for anyone like myself that comes from the European background, like the Old English, which is,
Yes.
you know, hereditary from both my husband and I, and everything's so bland and plain and boring, and you're like, oh,
Oh,
I don't want to eat, you know. So you end up eating the cinnamon buns because they're tasty, right? But if your food was more, you know, like you're saying, the spices that help pull that depth and that flavor out, then
Yeah.
there's probably more enjoyment in the first course. So the second course isn't as important.
Yeah, it is really fascinating if you have the right spices and the right melody. So I kind of like really focus on the spices with my Indian cooking classes. You know, nobody makes the garam masala like my family makes it. It's my mom's recipe, and no one will ever get that recipe, but I will share all the recipes for how to make most like amazing butter chicken with no butter in it. Like it's just interesting how it's authentic, but we've made it so it's still very healthy and so delicious. Oh my God. So I have done some curbside pickup for butter chicken and chana masala. So if there's anyone interested in possibly like, you know, having a meal for 4 or 6, because I just want something authentic and home. It's home style cooking, but it's also very, you know, professional and everything. So it's also very, and I offer the recipes and stuff for when I have my own classes too. So I will give the recipes for the dishes, but not for the spices. But yes, absolutely the depth and flavor, it just brings out, because we roast our spices too. So there's a whole process. And they're fresh. So they're like, it's all from India and freshly made. Like, and then it's, you have it in your pantry. So it's awesome.
I'll be picking up one of those for sure. I love that
Yeah.
whole tin. So pretty much, if we want to make sure that people know how to get in touch with you, I of course will have your links and your Facebook and everything else attached here for people. But what is if they wanted to set up an online party, or if they wanted to order some of those spices, what is the best way for them to get in touch with you?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, honestly, I know these days people don't pick up the phone, but they could text me or email me. Of course, I've got my website, Facebook. I mean, that's a loaded question because these days there's so much social media platform.
Yeah.
I would say email would be best way, but to have an online virtual party, we have to kind of be, you know, in connection on Facebook. We do have other platforms as well. We could do a 15-minute party on Messenger. I do Facebook parties for like the last 2 to 5 days. So basically the Facebook parties are super fun and fast. And all we do is we become friends on Facebook. And then I set up a private group. You invite all your friends across Canada. So we do it across Canada. Shipping's a flat rate, doesn't matter where it's going. There's free shipping with a certain amount of purchase and free gift with $100 or more. And what happens is your friends get to socialize safely online and they gather, and I help with some food entertainment, and I throw in some posts and videos and lots of great little fun games to win door prizes. So it's really kind of entertaining and a great distraction with the way world is today, just to kind of have your friends, you know, if they're in another province, to come and join in. I'm getting a lot of good feedback about, oh, it's so nice to see my family in here. And yeah, so basically we set it all up, and then this is the most important thing, is you get a whack of products for free and half price for hosting. So you host a party, you're going to get some free products, some half price, some deep discounts, and your friends can shop safely online. Because what are we doing right now? We're all cooking more at home, right? We're all shopping online. So this business is booming, actually. So people are looking to make a little bit extra income. I do have a team, and I'm newly promoted to advanced director myself this month, April 1st. So that's super fun. I've had lots of new people join the Pampered Chef, and we have great starter kits, and those kits are 75% off too when you join. So it's a win-win-win business. It's awesome little business to have. And if you work full-time, 80% of our consultants work full-time and do this. So it can be fit in if you're interested. And people do this who don't like to cook like yourself.
Yes, they do.
They do, and they become better cooks. So they join the business because they want to learn how to cook, or they want to learn how to get dinner done fast and efficient. And one of my other new girls that signed up said, oh, I love Pampered Chef because it helps get the dinner done so you have more family time. And I just love that. And I'm like, yeah, exactly. Like it's a simple thing, but it's like more time with your family. And one thing that I really love about this business, first of all, I'm so grateful for Pampered Chef because of things that went, you know, with COVID and everything. I had to shut down my other business, and I wasn't working with President's Choice Cooking Schools. So all I had was Pampered Chef. And I just absolutely love it because it actually brings your family together. So my daughter and son, they cook now, and I get my daughter to use the salad choppers and chop up the chicken. Yes, salad choppers for chicken. That's a whole other like little thing I get into. And so it's just great family experience is what I'm saying. It's great to have the kids in there and little kids because we have products that are user friendly for little kids, like the salad choppers and the shears and stuff, and the manual food processors. So they're not touching or cutting themselves. So it's awesome for that because kids start to learn to cook. And my son's a great cook now because of Pampered Chef. My daughter likes to cook. They are spoiled with my cooking. So they rather have my cooking than a restaurant right these days anyway. So sometimes it's nice to have a treat and go out, of course, but and with the products, the air fryer. So if you're missing pub food, guys, and you're looking to have some pub food, connect with me because the air fryer, you can get one of those and have chicken wings guilt-free, and guilt-free French fries because you're using a teaspoon or tablespoon of oil. That's it. And you have some nice fun pub food. I made pizza poutine the other day.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Yeah, just be creative. And I actually like to use a lot of so pizza poutine, but I actually used vegan pepperoni. So I also try to use healthier choices as well. So I'll sub out sometimes and use some of go more vegetarian too.
That sounds really good. I am not a pizza person. I know that's like really weird. I
thought that's like my favorite food.
Yeah, people just are like, really? I'm like, yeah, I think I've had pizza maybe 2 slices in 4 years.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm just not a pizza person. So although the toppings sound good, and I have been known to grab a fork and just eat the toppings.
It's all about the toppings, yes, because I do chicken, sun-dried tomato, rosemary, flatbread. Like there's so many toppings. You can be so creative with pizza. And of course, our stoneware, people love our stoneware. You have some of our products, right, Heather?
I do, yes. Yeah, and it lasts so well. And actually, I was looking at some of the products. I need a new cutting board, and Pampered Chef is the only company I'm aware of that the cutting boards you put out in the sunlight and they turn white again.
Yes, I've actually showed that on one of my virtual parties. I took a picture of the cutting boards that were like all kind of discoloring with cilantro or things like that. Yeah, and then you just basically put them out in the sun and it bleaches it back to white. And I showed that.
Crazy.
Yeah, so it's, I mean, the sun works in its wonderful ways as well because it does. But yeah, no, that is true. So our products last forever. We have great warranties as well.
Yes.
So, the company stands by its products. We have some lifetime products, not everything. So I want to make sure that people are clear that not everything's lifetime, but some of our knives are our cookware. We have non-stick stainless steel cookware that goes in the dishwasher. Like that's unheard of. And you can use metal on it. So, and our products are safe. And our latest, greatest, I'll just show you guys here's the cover of the catalog.
Oh, I saw that you sold out of those, didn't you?
Well, this is the grill. This is the new grill and griddle. So it opens up flat. It makes paninis, and I made a grilled pizza. So I made that artichoke. I'm trying to get the camera on there. Right there we go.
There it is. Yep.
So I made that artichoke. There it is. Artichoke grilled. If I say flatbread, will you eat it? If I say pizza, maybe you won't. But yeah, and it does waffles and everything like that. We did sell out of the air fryers, if that's what you're referring to.
That's what you sold out of. That's right.
We did. We sold out of those, but in saying that, they are going to come back. It's just a matter of supply and production, and of course, everything going on with shipping these days. But yes, we will definitely be bringing back the air fryer. I'm just going to show you. It is my favorite. Actually, my favorite product is the air fryer as far as a product goes, but the most intangible favorite thing is actually the business opportunity.
Yes.
Because I have seen this business change so many lives, including myself. I've traveled the world because of this business. Over 13 trips I've earned, or 12 trips because I'm in my 13th year, but I've earned every trip every year of this business. I've earned jewelry. I've got Tiffany jewelry on. The company spoils us rotten. So the business opportunity is absolutely the best product because just to kind of do this part-time hobby, casual, full-time or career time like myself, it does wonders. So this is Taste Buds. This is the little view of what the spices, the different spices that we offer. So
Yeah.
that's taste buds I was talking about earlier. Then we have a great pantry line of spices.
Wow.
Okay. And I was just going to show the
I don't know if
air fryer.
everybody knows that you have spices, because that's something fairly new, isn't it?
No, we've had a pantry line forever. What they've done is they've added to the pantry line, and and the thing with the pantry line, like we call it the pantry line, is we offer spices that you guys would normally not pick up in the grocery store. So stuff
Right.
like stuff like okay, let me just mention a few because they're kind of cool. Like they're not just your regular everyday spices. I mean, Jamaican jerk rub, okay, you might get that. We also have like we have a brand new everything but the pizza seasoning. Oops, I said the word pizza again. Sorry.
It's okay. I'm just an oddity. That's all.
Yeah, we have like so many amazing smoky barbecue rubs, smoky applewood rubs, southwestern seasoning mix. I get the Italian mix all the time. We have sauces as well. And one thing I want to point out that's fairly new, which is really cool, is these Enrichables. So these Enrichables are, there they are. This is there's pea protein, kale, and there's also super veggie. And what this is you add this into your smoothies, but not only smoothies, you add this into your spaghetti sauces. If you like, if it's a vegetarian sauce, you could add the pea protein. So this is a boost to nutrition. So I use these all the time. Okay, so we don't seem to get enough veggies in the morning for like our breakfast. So you would add like the super veggies to some of your fruit. You sprinkle it on, and Heather, probably you're wondering, what does it taste like? There's no taste. There's no taste in any of these guys. The kale, yes, it goes a little green, but that's okay. It's kind of fun. You can put this in muffins. You can put this in cookie mixes. You can put this in doughs, sauces. It's endless. So the Enrichables, that's fairly new, but it's also a subscription, or you can try it for one time. Okay. So I love the fact that we have that boost your nutrition because we just don't get enough vegetables in our diet on a daily
Absolutely.
basis.
I was just thinking, like with your eggs, you could absolutely, like I eat eggs either breakfast or lunch every day. So, just I make the little freezer ones that I could just pop out of the freezer, a little, I call them my little omelets, and I put them in muffin tins and I throw them in there. So that would be really good to mix that in before I throw them in the freezer.
Yes, with the kale, absolutely. So so you can do it on a trial. The Taste Buds is a subscription. You can cancel at any time. They're actually on promotion right now as well, but it changes all the time. So if there's interest, there's a couple of promotions and a couple of specials going on. And again, for hosting, it's super easy. So you're working where you're busy at home with the kids, and basically I set everything all up. You just invite your friends, come and join in once in a blue moon, check out what's going online and get some recipes and get a whack of freebies for hosting. So it's awesome.
That's awesome. That's really exciting too, because it's just something a little bit different. It breaks up the, for the people that say they're bored at home. I don't know who's bored, but for the ones that are, there's the opportunity to just be involved in something a little bit different. And for the people who are super busy, it gives them a reason to just connect with people they might not connect with regularly. It's a good way for us to check in with each other. If you decide that Pampered Chef is something you want to get involved in, or you just want to buy something, or maybe just get some spices, or plan for when we're allowed to see each other, get involved with Indian plates. Will you do any sort of like you said you'll do like a family dinner or something? Would you do any type of like a planned smaller catering situation if it was like a weekend or something?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I'm very open to any ideas and suggestions. So if someone really wanted to hire me or do something for like a one-off or special occasion, absolutely. Like I've done lots of vendor events as well, and I saw my samosas right at the vendor events back in the day. And but sure, there's all kinds of opportunities for a little like side thing for one time or like a special occasion. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
And learning how to cook on your little videos there. I think that's fantastic. So Sylvia Parks is absolutely well-rounded in food production and ways to make it easy, and the flavor, and just, what, I've met Sylvia in many
Yes.
different times over the years and different networking. And I just get drawn to her every time. She's just so wonderful to spend time with. So Sylvia, I just want to make sure, is there anything that you want to make sure? Of course, we're going to have your links. We're going to have your website. We're going to have everything attached here for people to be able to contact you. But is there anything that you really want to make sure people know about you? I mean, I could go on and on about you, but is there anything you'd like to share?
I think we wrapped, we've got it all in there. I basically just love to help people. Again, with the business opportunity, I really, really feel it's something that people don't realize is actually something that you can't believe once you start something like this. And that's the whole point, is believing in yourself, believing you can try something new. I feel it's really important for people these days that are a little bit bored and want to do something or want to make some extra cash. I really feel that they should look at the business opportunity of Pampered Chef, because I know what it's done for myself and my family, and I know it's done for so many other people. So I really feel that taking a dive in, and you know what? No one ever's regretted trying the business. This is the right company at the right time, and there's no downside. So I really feel like.
I believe that when I met you, this was almost a plan B at the time, and it's turned into your plan A.
Yes, you're right. You're right. So and that's what's great about this, because you can pivot back and forth from things. Like if my Indian plate starts to really pick up because things are opening up, I will definitely manage both. I had 3 businesses at the time when things were hot and heavy. I was all over that, and I was managing 3 businesses quite well, still earning all the trips with Pamper stuff. I'm also like top sales, and so many things I've achieved. So many things I can't even. Elite seller, top sales, there's so many things, but that's because I have passion for cooking, passion for people, and really just want people to realize that this is not just selling you a food chopper. This is not just selling you a vegetable peeler. This is like bringing food, family, friends together at this point safely online. And I'd love to just do that for you guys. Absolutely. And then if you're interested in Indian cuisine, definitely reach out. Indian Plates is available, and it's on a one-on-one, so email's best to contact me for Indian Plates. And I sell my samosas on Marketplace, so you can find me there too. So once in a while they're up there. So I just have a real passion for people, cooking, food, and I'm really so grateful that you had me today to share a little bit about the business and Pampered Chef and my journey.
That's awesome. Well, like I said, it's always a pleasure whenever I've spent time with you, and I love your passion for what you do, and that emanates to other people. So I know that anyone that connects with you will absolutely feel that, whether it be through the screen or in person eventually. And I know that your drive is to help others. So Sylvia is the person to connect with if you want anything to do with food, whether it's to learn how to cook or how to get it over with. Either one is going to work out, right?
Exactly. I could go into really detailed beef Wellington, or we could do something simple as a chicken in 10 minutes, like whatever's going on. Well, maybe not 10 minutes, but
not. But close to it. Well, Sylvia, I absolutely love and enjoy spending time with you. And I learned so much every single time I talk to you. And we're going to definitely be getting some orders from curbside pickup very soon, maybe this weekend. And so I want to just thank Barry and Community Chat for spending time with Sylvia Parks at Pampered Chef and Indian Plates. And it's Heather Hansen with Rate Deal and Rock Capital Investments. We'll talk again soon.